Hi, you guys, and welcome to our Tuesday night continuing education class. This is our hormones and detox class. So I'm excited to be here and share some really great information with you. Just a couple of housekeeping items as we're getting started is if you wouldn't mind going ahead and keeping yourself muted because this class is being recorded and we want to be able to watch the replay, which can be found in our Good Vibes Facebook page, and you can also find it on YouTube. Also, we have other classes that we bring into this format all the time. We have classes every Monday and Tuesday, which are at 5:30, and they are both recorded. And then we have another class on Wednesday, which is more of a roundtable. It's a great place to bring your questions. And then what they do on that class is they do a deeper dive on one or two products. And so you can really learn how to use it, how to put it around you, in you, on you, and get the best benefits from each one of them. Now, our Tuesday classes are rotating. And so let's see, I'm going to go ahead. And we have a series of 8 classes. We're on class number 4, as seen right here on the screen. So next class will be our Healthy, Happy Babies, Kids, and Pets. And a lot of times this class is being taught by kids and kids that are using essential oils and on their pets and in their household. So it's really a lot of fun. So I would encourage you guys that if you know any grandmas, any people who run daycares, or of course, if you have anyone who has littles or, that's kids or pets, to make sure you put on your calendar right now to meet us back here on next Tuesday at the same Zoom number at the same Zoom time. So, all right, you guys, let's go into tonight's topic. So, reducing environmental stressors. On the right-hand side is a pyramid that you'll see often with us in our classes, because when your lifestyle, and then we want to match it to our health care. And our basic nutrition is our number one foundation for having a healthy, happy lifestyle. And now we're putting in their movement and metabolism. And then, of course, our bodies do so much better when we have the proper amount of rest and when we can eliminate different types of stress from our bodies, which, you guys, in many cases can be not only emotional stress, but it's also the physical exposure to some of the different toxins and chemicals on a daily basis. So that's where we're going to dive in deeper today. And here's some stats up on the screen that 84,000 industrial chemicals are used in household items. Now, of those items, 200 of them have been tested by the FDA, leaving the only 5 that are out there still. So the last time that this law was reviewed was in 1976. And you guys, there's so many things that are inside the bottle that they don't have to tell you on the label. So we're actually getting more harm from some of the things because we don't really know what's in it. Because if we knew what was in it, we would definitely not want to have it around us. And I was sharing just a few minutes ago that I've been dealing with this cough, and I feel like the toxic chemicals and just the air that's in my new car is causing my body to really be uncomfortable. And it's, I feel really good. And then all of a sudden I'll start coughing and I have this coughing attack and then it's gone. And I'm doing everything I can right now to try to identify what it is and how I can support my body in the best way. So some of it is, BPA, which is found in 9 out of 10 Americans across the board today. Now, those things can cause all kinds of side effects in our bodies, just like our bodies aching, having headaches, having, different hormone issues, mood swings, so many things. And we don't ever really think about what is in our environment that could be causing us to have so many problems. Now, PFCs and PBDEs and phthalates are in 90% of the pregnant women, which then in return, 232 different toxic chemicals have been found in the umbilical cord of newborn babies. You guys, if that's not shocking to you, I don't know what else could shock you more. But I think that because our parents were probably raised in a time when there weren't a lot of chemicals, there weren't a lot of dyes, there weren't a lot of food colorings and additives in our food, let alone sprayed on our food. And then there's so many things that they use, even just in cleaning, that have more side effects and more chemicals that are causing more harm to us than what we know. Now, it's putting our health at risk. So fertility problems, and I would bet that it's probably up higher than 40% right now. And that is some of the things that have been linked to some of these different chemicals. Mine, I can tell you firsthand that asthma or respiratory issues, are hard. It's something that people are experiencing more and more. Again, I lived as a small child in my town. Hardly anybody I knew was sick or had different illnesses and things like that. Now, some of this stuff can be passed down from generation to generation. And then maybe you're already coming into the world like these little babies that are already exposed to so many chemicals, so that it shouldn't surprise us when a little one has a side effect, or you'll say, oh gosh, they've got this rash all over, or they get hives all the time, or because they're ultra sensitive. And just like before class started, I had mentioned this issue with my new car, and I think I've been breathing too much of it in, spending too much time in all those fumes. And Diane had mentioned, gosh, just walking down the aisle at the grocery store can have a effect on the way that our body feels and the way that we're breathing. And this is something that we just get to be super aware of. And then what can we do about it? So toxins are found in air fresheners, scented candles, different kinds of makeup, perfumes, hair dyes, spray-on body colognes, let alone all of the other things that we use to clean our houses and things like that. Now, what the side effect comes from is, sorry, all the synthetic fragrances and things. So what do? They cause us, and if you guys look at the list on the right-hand side, how many of those have you personally experienced? Or how many of those do you know somebody who experiences them? So I know for me, when I first started with doTERRA, I was experiencing high anxiety. I was a little bit down in my mood. I had mood swings like crazy. I'd been experiencing headaches to the point where I'd gone to the doctor and they had given me medication that would knock me out. And if you've ever experienced a migraine, you know that there's no essential oil even that can help you with it when it happens. But what we want to do is be able to prevent it from happening and get rid of some of all of these chemicals and cleaners and perfumes and things, so that we don't experience the cough and the cold and the allergies and the chronic illness. Okay, so we have two options here. I'm super excited tonight to introduce to you one of our good old true and trusted is option number one. Now, everything that's pictured there, including the Lifelong Vitality, which is a vitamin supplement pack, which we do an entire class around because it is so valuable in its nutrients and the way that it helps to support our body. And then each one of the products has a different role that it plays in helping us to reset, restore, and renew our bodies each month, or well, about like I do a cleanse about once every 3 months, unless I've got something going on. So just like now, it's like right now I'm in the process of a cleanse because whatever's in my body that I've been experiencing the discomfort with, I want to be able to support it and get rid of it. So being able to do a deeper cleanse is really beneficial. Now, in the option number two, the only thing that changes is and you guys know what? I just realized I forgot to put on the omega on there. So VMG, which is a new vitamin, mineral, and greens packet, which is amazing. And we also have an omega, which is coming up in just a second. Okay, so in the Lifelong Vitality, and I want you to remember that our Lifelong Vitality, as well as the VMG Plus, both have money back guarantees. If you try them and you decide that it didn't work for you, doTERRA will ask for the empty bottles or empty box back, and they will refund your money, which I think is really impressive, knowing that there's so many different products out there that they can offer a money back guarantee because they know between the science and all the studies and it being our #1 selling product in an essential oil company, that's why they're able to back this product up. Now, a few things that are different, and you can read all the different benefits on the screen, but something that ours stands out with is no other company has essential oils in their daily supplements, especially not at the grade that we have them. Now, you know that we not only test our soil and the plants over and over and over when we get our essential oils, but they also do this when they are sourcing each ingredient that goes into our supplements. Now, here is a 30-day cleanse schedule that you could follow. This is a time when you could take a screenshot if you want to be able to follow this later. Now, you'll notice that in our cleanse before, at day 1 through 10, you would do certain things, and then day 11 and through 20, and you would add and take away. Now, to activate our cleanse, you're going to start with the Lifelong Vitality, and then AM and PM, you're going to take the Zendocrine Complex and the Terrazyme. And then we're adding in the Restore, which is our pre, pro, and postbiotic, and then Zendocrine Gel Cap and Lemon Essential Oil. On the reset days, 11, actually all the way through the 30th. Oh gosh. And you know what? I've left off the omega in here. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I've got a new presentation, so I'm still trying to figure it out. And so our reset here, nothing changes on day 11 through day 30. Okay. Now with our VMG, there are 6 major reasons why you want to be able to use this whole food nutrients. One thing is it's bioavailable. So both of our products are bioavailable, which means that your body is able to absorb the nutrients and put it to work with all of our supplements. And it's really important for that to happen because a lot of times when people take supplements, what they put in their mouth, most of it will go out through their body without being able to break down at all. So doTERRA has spent a lot of time, resources, and science in order to make sure that these products are a step above the rest. Now, with the VMG, something that's really cool about this one, it's a powder form. You add it to water, you can shake it and just drink it up. It reminds me of like a pina colada. It's really, really good to drink. And they've shown that with studies, it's been available to your body in your bloodstream for up to 8 hours or longer for your body to be able to absorb it. You guys, this is really awesome because it has our vitamins, our minerals, and our greens. So if you look at how many greens, fresh greens, of course, doTERRA always recommends that you get whole foods, natural greens, salads, vegetables, raw vegetables when you can. But we also know that most of us are unable to get a really good quality green or enough veggies in a day. So this is a great way to supplement that into your daily routine. Now on the right-hand side, you can see there's also a new omega, which I'm super excited about. Now this has some EPA and DHA omega fatty acids, which help to support our heart health as well as our brain health. It is also lipid soluble, so your body, again, can absorb whatever you put into your body. It's going straight into the cells and going to work for us. Now, one of the things that I've done with this omega is the capsules are a little bit big, which is not something that bothers me at all. But I take one of them and I swallow it, and then I take another one and I chew it in my mouth. And when I first had somebody recommend that, I thought, oh my gosh, it's fish oil. There's no way. But you guys, I promise you, there's no fishy taste at all. And yet you're getting even more benefits than our regular XE Omega that is in our regular line right now. Now, omegas are really great in helping to balance our omega-3 and our 6 fatty acids in the blood, and you will feel better. Like I've noticed, well, I've been using the new products, so I've switched from the Lifelong Vitality to the VMG and the omega, and I love the energy that I have. And even though I'm fighting off this, whatever it is, I'm bouncing back really quick. And so it's pretty amazing. It's also been shown to help promote a healthy metabolism. And what we know about metabolism is it's way more than just our weight. It has to do with how we feel, how we're aging, the different effects on our inflammation and everything else. So you guys, you're in for a really great treat when you get this in your household and start getting it into your body. Now we've put it into our 30-day cleanse. So again, the only thing that has changed here is you've got day 11 through day 30, you're adding in AM and PM, both the Zendocrine complex and the Terrazyme. And then you're adding the GX Assist and the DDR Prime. Okay, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into each one of those products and tell you why it's so important to be in our daily cleanse. And there are some of these, you guys, that I use on a regular basis, whether I'm doing a cleanse or not. And I know that when you are doing a system and you're very consistent and you do the same things, you know, pretty much in the same times of day and stuff, you're going to get a different result than just sporadically taking them. So here are our 3 different Zendocrines. The one on the right-hand side is our detoxification complex. Now, this is an herbal supplement that helps to support our filter organs, such as our liver, our lungs, our kidneys, our skin, and it helps to support them so that they are healthier. So if you've had anything that you've gone through that has caused extra stress on any of those organs, this is kind of like the supplement that helps to get them happy and strong again. Now, on the left-hand side on the bottom, we've got our Zendocrine essential oil. And then in the capsules is the same exact oil blend. Now, this one is one that you want to take when you want to detox and get rid of some of the unwanted things that you might have been exposed to. So if you've been eating a lot of maybe sugars, or maybe you've drank a lot of sodas or pop, or maybe mocktail, or maybe cocktails, this is what you want to be able to use extra in being able to get it out of your body. Now, a little hack on this is if you have a skin irritation or a blemish of some kind and you haven't been able to get it gone with some of our regular essential oils like HD Clear or Tea Tree, then try Zendocrine. Zendocrine has oils in it that are really supportive of getting rid of any kind of disruption or things that are irritated. So you can apply a topical right to the area, or you can also take the Zendocrine and just put it underneath your tongue. What we know about putting the essential oils under our tongue is it goes into our system immediately. Now with the detox, with the Zendocrine gel caps, you can also take those and they're going to be delivered lower in your body. And so you're going to get inside out support. All right, so GX Assist. I got to take a drink. On the left-hand side, I want you to see all of the different essential oils that are in this blend. Now, it's got some of the big boys like lemongrass, thyme, oregano. All of those are very supportive when you have any kind of bacterial or viral thing going on throughout your body. And then, of course, we know tea tree is really great and very effective for those two. Lemongrass, again, you guys, you've got this super powerhouse in a capsule. Now, this capsule, if you take it out and you kind of try to squeeze it, you'll notice that it's got a really hard shell. And the reason that they do that is because it's meant to open in your lower GI for a deeper cleanse, to really get into the root of things. Now, because some people have been, you know, maybe abusing what they've been putting into their body for a long time, sometimes the cleanse, we recommend it more often. And what I like about this cleanse in a whole is it's very, very gentle. doTERRA's belief and what we teach is we don't want to come in and cause your body more havoc or more, and have it get more upset. We want to be able to address each thing gently so that it can start releasing and letting go of some of the stuff that it might be hanging on to. And if you think about your body as a car, you can just, if you just keep adding oil to your car, it's going to run, it's going to continue to run and perform, but pretty soon it's going to get all gunked up in the cell, in the engine. And until you take it and you take and clean the filter out, change the spark plugs, your body's just going to get more and more gunked up. So, hold on one second. All right. So what I love about GX Assist is it's something that you don't use all the time, but if you have something going, so I've been experiencing a little bit of discomfort in my chest area. And so I've started taking GX Assist 3 times a day. I take 1 capsule in the morning, 1 in at noon, and I'll take another one right before I go to bed at night. And I will continue doing that for about 5 days or longer, just depending on how my body starts to react. Okay, so now we're going to jump into our monthly hormone support. How many of you guys have tried these products? Which one is your favorite, right? Tammy is like, all of them. I use all of them. Anytime you buy a set of something from doTERRA that's in a group, you save additional off of the wholesale price. So you can buy this as, I think it's a women's kit or combo or something. And when you buy it like this, you will save additionally. Now let's look at each product. So phytoestrogen is not an estrogen at all. It is something that helps to naturally balance our hormones. I love it. It's a plant-based product. And I started using this, oh gosh, I'm going to say like maybe 6 years ago or something. And I don't know about you, if you are around my age, you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say I would just be sitting there and all of a sudden I would start sweating and like I was on fire. And I thought, oh my gosh, something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. I'm getting sick. And then pretty soon it was happening like randomly throughout the day. Sometimes I would wake up at night that way. And I'm like, aha, this is what they're talking about when you have a hot flash. So I started taking this and I took 1 a day and they would go away. And then over time, I stopped taking them. I started taking them again, and I just kind of played with it at first. And then I found that I needed them all the time. I've continued to take these. I take 1 every single morning, and sometimes I'll take 1 at night, just depending on how my this is exciting being able to do this teaching. Anyway, all right. So bone nutrients. Tammy, is it possible for you to jump in and talk about bone nutrients for a second?
Sure. So in that women's kit, this is something that not only us women need, but anybody, male and female. And back to the phytoestrogen, there are men also, due to all of the toxins that they're exposed to, that use our phytoestrogen. But the bone nutrient, you guys, as we get older, our bone density weakens or lessens, I should say. And this helps to keep our bones. We recover easier from things that we used to be able to do all night long, or, walk, play, all the stuff. Were you jumping in, or do you want me to continue?
I'll go ahead and I'll jump in next.
Okay. So with the bone nutrient, it is something I take at night. I find that it's the best for me. It works the best for me. And it is vitamins, it's minerals, it's bioavailable to the body. So that means that our body handles it, absorbs it, and uses it where we need it very easily. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. So I mean, with bone nutrients, sometimes people will take it at night because it will help them sleep better. And, we're really tough on our bodies, especially with our diet, and we need that extra magnesium and calcium and copper and zinc. And so I'm super grateful that we have this product, especially for women and men. Okay, so the third part of this is Clary Calm. So when I first started using doTERRA, I always referred to this as the bitch stick, because anybody who's moody, right, gets to have this on them. And it wouldn't matter if it was a, 7-year-old little girl or a 15-year-old little boy, anybody with hormones or mood swings. This is really, really great. The combination in this bottle is clary sage, lavender, bergamot, Roman chamomile, cedarwood, ylang ylang, geranium, fennel, and carrot seed. And you guys, and palmarosa. And it's a really great scent. Now, I have a friend who used to get cramps once a month, and she would be to the point where 2 days of the month, she would just be curled up in bed with cramps and super moody. And she started wearing this. She would apply it across her lower belly, and then she would put it on her wrists and on the inside of her elbows. And she would wear it like perfume like that every single day. So a couple of things happened. Her husband loved the smell of it. So he's like, honey, you can always wear it. And then the more she wore it, the less she would experience those cramps and that bad pain. And so I love that she would, and then, pretty soon it cut back on all of the different symptoms that she was experiencing. Now, another just quick hack that you can use with Clary Calm, especially if you have digestive issues while you're on your period, is to put Digest-Sent in your belly button or across your lower ab too, because it's going to help with, the fennel really is great for when your body is like pulling, and having convulsion type feelings, or it's just really awesome. Some people will use Clary Calm all month long, and some people will only use it, a couple of days before their period starts, and then through the week or whatever, and then they will stop using it after. Now, we've come up with a really great blend that helps women kind of move into who they are. This blend is called True Self. We've been making it for a long time, and it uses Whisper, which is the women's blend. If you have the Emotions and Essential Oils book, you'll see that this one helps again with all kinds of, self-worth type things. Then we have Whisper, Lime, and Bergamot, which all of those together makes a beautiful scent, and you can just wear it like a natural perfume. So as we were talking about some of the ways that we can reduce toxins, reduce chemicals, get our bodies so that they're not so ready to just react, then that's part of it is, I haven't worn perfume for years. Sorry, you guys, but no, I think I smell really good. I wear oils all the time, right? And then one of my favorite blends is our thyroid support blend. Now, this would be great for anyone who has an over or underactive thyroid. Now, this would be applied to the neck area. You can also look up reflex points on your hands and your feet. And here's the recipe: 8 drops of lavender, 5 lemongrass, 5 frankincense, 5 myrrh, and 5 clove. Put it in a 10 ml bottle and just fill it up with coconut oil. Now, we have had people use this blend, and they've been able to reduce, and I don't know if anybody's gotten off their medication all the way, probably, but it's gone down to the lowest dose. And whenever we're talking to people about this type of a situation with women, we always recommend you go to your doctor, have your doctor guide, have them take the test and start with a baseline. And then you can use this in addition to anything that they'd want you to be on or around, and then go back and get tested again. And more than not, you're going to get a great positive result, and your doctor's going to go, gosh, what are you doing? And we love when we get that kind of results. Okay, so next we're going to jump into MetaPower. We have a class that we talk all about MetaPower. If you're not familiar with it, you can go to our Facebook group and just search MetaPower or Power Up, and you're going to find all kinds of things. You guys, this is a really great way to help detox and cleanse and to speed up your metabolism. So these products it has grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark, all of which help to support sugar cravings and help to enhance our, feeling full and giving us more energy and our blood sugar levels. I love this product. I keep it around me all the time. I actually had a gal in the store today, and she said, I always chew gum, and my doctor is trying to figure out what I'm allergic to. And so he said, what kind of gum are you chewing? She goes, well, I used to chew some kind of brand. And then she goes, but now I'm using MetaPower gum, but I've got the package out in my car. Let me get it and have you look at it. So he looked at it and he goes, wow, that's got some really good stuff in it. So, I mean, it's really great, and it helps to just support us women in feeling better on our journey. So the next one is lemon and citrus oils. So you guys, there are so many benefits to citrus oils in being able to clean out our cells. So when I was talking about, you know, getting that gunk out of our cells so we feel better and our bodies functioning better, it starts with not only getting it in your water. Now, a lot of times you'll hear us talk about if you put citrus oils in your water, it tastes so much better. It tastes so much better, so you're drinking more water and you're getting hydrated better. But there's actually a reason that those citrus oils get into the cell and it gets rid of all the gunk, and so we are functioning better. Now, it is October. If you're watching the replay, we are in the middle of October, and there's a great recipe for a breast detox. And this is putting a drop of frankincense, pink pepper, and grapefruit into the palm of your hands. And then you apply it to your breast tissue. Now, you could do this for a couple of weeks at a time, every single day, morning and night. And you can randomly do that. Or if you have a history of unhappy cells on your breasts, then you might want to also look into it even more often. Now, you saw DDR Prime in our 30-day cleanse, and that is one of our products that is really great for getting rid of the bad cells and helping with apoptosis, where our bodies can go and have new cells come into place. But if we don't get rid of the old cells, we can't have a place for new ones. So this is also an essential oil blend. It comes in a 30 ml bottle or in a capsule, but you can take it internally and help to work from the inside out, or you can also take that oil blend and just apply it topically. Now, if you ever are dealing with essential oils and it gets a little warm, then always add a carrier. Now, you can choose between like a castor oil, or you could use our fractionated coconut oil or an unscented lotion. All right, let's get our hormones back on track. You guys, this is a great one to take a snapshot of also, because it deals with and it gives you ideas for so many different things, like supporting a healthy estrogen level, fennel. And fennel is really great for so many things, everything from your digestive system to your hormones to helping a new mama produce more milk. And you can apply it to your belly button, or you can just drop it underneath your tongue. It's getting cold again, so I've already started drinking a cup of hot tea at night. And so I'll take a cup of hot water. I'll add 2 drops of fennel, 1 drop of lavender, and the fennel is already sweet. So I just stir it up and I sip on it, you guys, and it just is so calming and so relaxing. Another really great one is for healthy progesterone levels. So you take 2 drops of both grapefruit and thyme oil and apply it around your ankles every day. You guys, so some of the tips that I want to remind you guys of, in order to get the best results, you'll want to have a daily routine. If you get these products and you have them on the counter where you get ready. So my Life on Vitality and my VMG is in my bathroom in a glass jar, and it sits right there next to the sink, as well as my Omega Plus. I have, you know, my essential oils on a little glass tray next to my sink that I use on my face, on my skin, at my nighttime routine. So if I see them, I use them. And if I don't, if I put them in a drawer or something, I always forget. So another great tip is to consider doing a detox cleanse quarterly. Now, if you're dealing with something and it's, you know, your body's got a lot of discomfort, or maybe you're trying to get rid of something that you've been holding on to for a little while, as far as dis-ease, then so when I first started with doTERRA, I had severe allergies that would put me in the bed for about half of the month. So I started with a detox cleanse, and then I was off it for 5 days, and then I started again. And I did that twice in a row. I waited 3 months and I did it again. So over time, my allergies, I still have them, but it's probably because I eat some junk food stuff once in a while. But what I'm going to tell you is they're nothing like they used to be. My husband, who suffered from severe gout, he did the cleanse, took 5 days off, did the cleanse again, and he did that 3 times. And then he took 3 months off, and then he did it again 3 in a row. And now he only has gout attacks once in a while. So you guys, another great thing is to eliminate as many toxic chemicals throughout your home as possible. So we're talking your laundry detergent, your dryer balls. Oh my gosh, if you guys are using dryer sheets, Google it. Find out how horrible and how toxic they are. They're one of the worst things that you can have around your body as far as chemicals go. And the making sure that you wash your fruits and vegetables really good. I'll fill the sink up at home and I'll throw all the stuff in there. I squirt some On Guard in there, and I let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I wash my hands all over it, rinse it, fill it up again, and rinse them off. I mean, I don't think we can be too careful these days in making sure that we are getting rid of, making your own perfumes, making your own body wash, getting rid of all of the highly scented, highly toxic body washes and bubble baths, and go into, Epsom salt and sea salt, and then adding your own essential oils and getting, even better stuff. You'll want to increase your water. Now that we have recharge, how many of you guys are taking recharge? Tell us in the chat. Which one do you love most, strawberry or lemon lime? Recharge is a daily for me. I love it. And with this stuff going on in my chest, I've gone from loving the strawberry, because that's my favorite, to lemon lime. And then I'm so grateful for doTERRA's lemon lime throat drops, because they have soothed my throat even more than the On Guard drops. So let's see, drink more water, increase your sleep. A body heals itself while it's sleeping. So if you're not getting 6, 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep at night, do whatever you can to increase that a little bit so that you can get more out of your body when you wake up and you're ready to go. And last but not least, get outside. Get outside in the morning, walk around the block, walk around your house, walk around the car, do whatever you need to do. Get some of that morning sunshine, get your feet in the dirt. Your body will thank you. Your mind will thank you. Everybody around you will be grateful, because you're going to start your day out so much better, to where you feel very supported. Okay, let's talk about the smartest way to get this stuff. So if you're new here, I want to introduce you to our rewards order program. This is when you purchase one of the things shown on the top, whether it's our Lifelong Vitality in our regular or our vegan, or you can also buy our award-winning collagen. When you purchase one of those, a little menu will drop down where you can buy one of the things that are shown on the bottom for a huge discount. And so, that's really one of the best ways for us to be able to purchase these products. And like I said, you'll get a way below wholesale when you add on to the cart. Now here's our new bundle. So you can buy the VMG that comes in a bundle with the Omega and the Restore, and you'll save $34 off the wholesale price when you buy it in that bundle. Or you can just buy the Omega. I don't know why these are so blurry. And the VMG. Now, menu will also drop down where you can add on any of these in addition to that cart, so that you can really maximize your wellness experience. What we have found is that who doesn't want to save, right? It's like sometimes I'm going, okay, I've got to have that foundational wellness. And so that's where the Lifelong Vitality or the VMG comes in. And then you can add additional things so your body is performing even better. All right, you guys. So you heard me mention our our rewards program. It is truly the only way that I will purchase my essential oils. And now we've got a couple of new things that I'll talk about in just a second. But some of the benefits of having this rewards program is you can earn up to 30% back in points, which you turn into dollars for free product. You get priority shipping or free shipping, right? You can qualify for either one of those. You have the freedom to change what ships, when it ships, where it ships every single month. I love most though that I can set it and I can forget it. And I know I'm going to get at least those basic things that I don't want to ever run out of. And so then coming soon, you'll be able to have VIP status, which will give us early access to purchasing certain things and limited purchases on some things that the rest of the people who are not on this program will not get. And then you'll also get a special gift once a year from doTERRA as a special thanks. So you want to get your oils paid for? You guys, I was the person who said, no way. Like, I am not selling, as a matter of fact. And I said that for a really long time because I did not want to be salesy or try to talk my friends into something. But what naturally happened is as I was getting results, I knew people, my friends and family, I wanted to have the same result. So I just started saying, hey, you should try this. Or even, and the other thing that happened is people were coming to me going, what are you doing? What are you using? Something's changing. Tell me about it. And I still would say, you know what? Here, get your own. I'm not getting stuff for you. Get your own. And I showed them how that they could get their own and purchase below wholesale. And after that, gosh, it went from me wanting to get my $50 bonus to I'm going, of course I can get my $250. And then now here I am, gosh, 10, 11, 12 years later, loving the products, loving being able to change people's lives, knowing that every time I crack open a bottle of essential oils, they are going to have an experience that can literally change their life because I know it's changed mine. Okay, this month we've got 9 more days that you can qualify for a 200 PV promotion. If you don't understand PV, make sure you reach out to the person who invited you here to make sure that you do take advantage of this, because you guys look at in the right-hand side where you look at the benefits for fiber. Our fiber is amazing. It tastes amazing. You can take it and mix it with just cold water. I'll take like a little ball jar or something and I'll throw a couple pieces of ice in there, put a scoop of fiber, a couple of drops of lemon in there. Then I put the lid on and shake it up and sip on it. It tastes so good. But my favorite way to use it is I'll take a mug of hot water, put a scoop in there, stir it up. Sometimes I'll add a drop of ginger. Sometimes I'll add a drop of On Guard or lemon. I just kind of whatever I feel like, and stir it up and sip on it. You guys, it tastes like a cup of hot apple pie. It is so good. And it helps with promoting a healthy digestive system. It helps to support your cardiovascular, your immunity. It helps with your metabolism. How many times have we talked about metabolism tonight, right? And that is, I mean, that's all over feeling better. Plus, it has a really great source of vitamin C. And in addition to a bottle or a bag of fiber, you also get white grapefruit. Now, white grapefruit is one of our grapefruits that is not available for purchase. It has similar benefits as grapefruit oil. And it smells so good. So it's not as sweet as our normal one. And it's really great. You can add it to your shampoo and just have a really healthy, happy scalp. You can add it to your water. If you drink a cocktail or a mocktail, add a little bit of that to it. And it's really great. Has really awesome cleansing properties. You could add a little bit to your body wash in the morning and just it'll leave your skin feeling super clean. Okay, before we leave, I wanted to show you guys our QR code and say thank you for joining us. It's always so much fun to see everybody here, and we know that you guys are busy, and so we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our class. If you go to this QR code, it will put you in contact and help you stay connected to us in our Facebook page, our newsletter, all the different things that we have going on. Like I said earlier, you can see this recording and a lot of other ones by going to Good Vibes, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which is at Hayley B Essentials 4277. And the last thing I'm going to mention is we I know how busy everybody gets. So we have our Stay Connected. You can text the word class reminders to the phone number 534-429-5392, and you'll get a link and a text about 15 minutes before class starts that'll help you get directly connected to us. As like I mentioned earlier, next week is our Healthy, Happy Babies, Kids, and Pets. It's a class you'll definitely want to attend and invite all your friends and family. Go ahead, and if I were you, I would get my calendar out, set a reminder, put an alarm on, because you don't want to miss this class. All right, I'm going to stop the share and see if we have any questions that we need to answer. This is a fun part where we get to see everybody, right? Okay, I did not look at the chat at all. Are there any messages, you guys?
There is a question. It says when a supplement says take with food, how much food needs to be consumed, and would the VMG plus count as food because of, the greens and such?
Which one of the supplements was that?
When when
Oh,
any supplement says take with food. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, my thoughts, my body is a little bit different than probably most people's. It's used to being able to handle quite a bit. And so if it says to take it with food, I would take it with food. I would take it with a meal. Personally, you could do a protein shake or something, but if you have a stomach that gets irritated when you take your vitamins, then definitely you'd want to take it with something that has protein, like a Greek yogurt, oatmeal, something like that, to keep it from getting upset. I think that that's what they want to know. I usually take my supplements on an empty stomach. So, okay, do we have any testimonials or anything of any of the cleanse or the hormones that people have used? Don't everybody speak at once.
Well, I'm going to talk about the cleanse. Just, I want people to know that, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. That it's a pretty gentle cleanse. It's not the one that, and this is something that even young kids or older people can use regularly, as it's not, okay, now I can't go to work for a couple of days and have to be right by the bathroom. And so that is something that for recently, I have a 7-year-old grandson that his pediatrician has recommended that he did a 2-day cleanse, pharmaceutical and over-the-counter cleanse due to having some pretty bad tummy issues. And so I'm really going to research this on how for him to do it, because the pediatrician recommended that he use laxatives or stool softeners fairly regularly, which I've definitely told my daughter that that's a no. But I do know of younger kids, we were talking about all the toxins that we use or get around us, and young kids, all the junk that they're eating. So I love the idea of, especially teenagers, we were talking about this at work, the food, over-processed food that they're eating due to convenience, and unfortunately school lunches are not as healthy as they can be. But to teach our kids, grandkids, and so on, a quarterly cleanse, how amazing that is for their bodies, their skin, their brain clarity. That's just all I want to say is I've really started kind of looking a little more into it just recently when the physician told my daughter that about my grandkids, because I do have older gals who have joined my doTERRA team, and they have said they had been directed and been using stool softeners for 30+ years on a daily. So their poor bodies don't know what to do. So teach our kids young, watch what, we have the ability to monitor as much as we can, obviously, the intake and the toxins and the crappy food that they eat. But this tummy gut stuff, digestive issue is just huge, huge, from all ages. So that's all I wanted to say.
Well, I mean, I think most of us keep our car taken care of on a regular basis, you know, little light comes on, or before the light comes on, we know about how many miles that it needs to have its filter changed, you know. And so if we just treat ourselves that same way, I think we're going to get a lot better results out of our body and the way we feel and our energy and our mind clarity. And we have so many amazing products, you guys. Consistency, like I said earlier, is really key in it. You can't use it once in a while and expect to get a good result. And then, I mean, I know Tammy and I both, we've worked with some of the same people, and it's like they get really great results, and then pretty soon they're not using the products anymore, and they get out of the habit, and they're right back where they started. And so that's why, you know, keeping the stuff on the counter where you can see it so that you can be reminded. Like for her grandkids, it's like, gosh, I am not letting my grandkid get on this type of a product at a young age when we can correct it with our healthy diet. You know, and maybe we don't like, maybe we get to choose things and start with a little bit and then go to more or something, you know. It's like you don't have to give up all of it, but let's start making healthier choices with something. And the parents get to be, you know, the ones who get to be the good role models too. And you guys, I don't want you to think that I'm not, you know, eating popcorn at the movie and, you know, doing all the things, because I do. Like I'm a normal human being, and I have my downfalls, but I can tell you that by eliminating and making some other choices, I'm always going to have my hair dyed, I'm always going to wear makeup, but I cannot do some of the other things. Like I haven't had a scented lotion on my body or a room, like a aerosol room spray in my house, or, you know, the plug in the wall. I'm so grateful. Like I'm so grateful for doTERRA's mist, because now I have essential oils plugged into the wall and it scents. You know, before that I just didn't have it. I had only diffusers around. And so what can you do? So if this is you, I want you to just kind of think of what's one thing that I can replace or change that has less chemicals and less toxins in it? And then what kind of an influence can I be for my whole family? You know, in just making that small move. Some people, because of their health, they don't get to make one small change. They have to do a complete overhaul, you know? And so we get to take our health into our hands. You guys, I'm so grateful for each one of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you coming, because without you, we wouldn't be here teaching our classes. And we've got some really fun, exciting new classes coming up for you guys. So stay tuned, stay connected, and let us know how it is that we can help best support you so that you can be empowered in being proactive in replacing and getting different results. All right, you guys have a great night. We'll see you next time.